Hi guys and welcome back to my channel Popcorn Reviews. I'm Farhad. If you're new to this channel then please smash that subscribe button now. And today the film that I'm going to be discussing is the much awaited film for me, the Tamil film Maamannan, which is now streaming on Netflix. Now, one of the reasons why I was curious about this film was because the film is directed by Murray Selvaraj. And if you are, you know, familiar with his filmography, you would know that his previous two films were absolutely explosions, showcasing the casteism issue that is there very accurately and very powerfully. One added attraction also was Fahadh Faasil. I wanted to know how he would cope in a Tamil film. Now, I did miss out on his theatrical release, but I had my eyes on his OTT release, and finally, I did get my chance when the film did premiere on Netflix. So, then, how does Maamannan feature as a film in the filmography of Murray Selvaraj? Let's find out. Coming to the story and screenplay, Maamannan essentially is the story of a father and son duo from the oppressed community who have to take a stand against an arrogant son of a politician. Now, will they be able to sustain their stand? That is what the film tells you. Now, the story here, it's not one of the best from Murray Selvaraj, but having said that, it is still powerful. It still has a voice and it still makes a point which is powerful in its nature. It is impactful. The screenplay here, standing at about a shade above 150 minutes, seems slightly stretched. I would have felt probably 10 minutes more than its runtime is what I would have liked. 145 minutes would have been perfect. This was 155 minutes. It was slightly longer than I wish for, but it still is compelling. It is still powerful and impactful in its storytelling, and it makes for a phenomenal watch nevertheless. Now, the drama here, it does open with a visual of the protagonist, rearing the pigs. Now, this visual was enough to establish the fact that he was from an oppressed community. There is no baggage given about any characters at the very beginning, but the visuals tell a story. And that is the genius of Murray Selvaraj right at the beginning. You also are introduced to the character of the father, who is an MLA, but his power still lies, underneath his casteism that is there, and that can be represented by that one scene in which one co-worker of his party expresses the fact that his son still is rearing pigs despite his position, despite his father's position being of that of an MLA. That again told you a lot about the characters and the casteism that they have to face in their daily routines also. Now, the cut to, you're also introduced to the antagonist, and he is arrogant, he's impulsive, and he does, he's taken a set of wild dogs as his pet. But the representation of that is that he doesn't like to lose, and if anyone forces him to lose, or if he is lost, then he doesn't shy away from even killing one of his own pets or one of his own men. And that is something that again told you a lot about the characters that are there. Slowly, you are introduced to the host of characters and the equations that the two of them have between each other, and that something was nicely laid out, given that the father and son, they were not on talking terms, and an elaborate flashback shot in black and white further added to the nuance of the drama. It was shot in black and white because it depicted the grimness of the issue, further decolored by the casteism that was there, and that was the underlying layer of every scene. Now, the drama also uses the animals to good use. The pigs here, for a lack of a better word, are signifying the lower caste people, and the wild dogs are signifying the upper class people, and that was represented by an action sequence in which the upper caste people are attack the lower caste people, and that was a phenomenal sequence. It was heart wrenching, it was gut wrenching, and it hit exactly where it hurt the most. Having said that, I did feel that yeah, there are some good action sequences and some face-offs between the characters. They are really well defined, and they make for a very good watch as well. But the issue starts in the second half. I felt after the explosive first half, the second half I would have ideally wanted a little mind games to go on, a little political undertones that were introduced. This was still in your face, it was not subtle at all. Having said that, there are some action set pieces that make up for that shortcoming that is there. But the final act I felt was, it was slightly simplistic, I would say. I would have ideally liked one more face off between the two characters if they were going to stretch it for that additional 10 minutes. But that face off just did not come. But the messaging at the end was good. So there are a lot of ifs and buts in the second half. But overall, the screenplay does work as a whole. It's not Murray Selvaraj's best, I would say, but still it does work. It's powerful. Coming to the technical aspects, the dialogues, the music, and the direction, the dialogues are impactful, but the drama more relies on the frames that are there and makes for a good watch. The music goes well with the drama, the BGM enhances the scenes, the cinematography is outstanding. I felt it does capture the mood of the drama pretty well. Whether it being the contrasting colored and the black and white tones that are given to the flashback and the current timeline, or the aerial shots that are there, very well taken. Another action set piece wherein there are a bunch of goons that are attacking the house of the protagonist, and there is also a statue of the Buddha in the background, and those are again contrasting emotions, which signifies peace and violence together in that one frame. So there's a lot of thought gone on in the cinematography. Editing is good as well. I felt Murray Selvaraj is not at his absolute best here. Having said that, his not absolute best work is still better than the best works of many filmmakers. So still the direction does create those moments, does create that impact. Maybe not as much as Karnan and his earlier work, but this one, it still does have a voice, I would say, and still deserves a chance to be watched and adored. Now, coming to the performances, I felt Keerthi Suresh does a good job, but has little to do. The love track was just meandering, I would say. It was absolutely inconsequential in the context of the drama. I also felt that Vadi Velu was my favorite character. He did a phenomenal job. I liked his character arc also, starting from being absolutely helpless to finally finding a voice. He did a good job. Fahadh Faasil uses his eyes so well, and it's another timely reminder on the finest actor that we have in our country is Fahadh Faasil at the moment. This was one role that I would have ideally imagined Shine Tom Chacko to be in, given the negative undertones that are there. It's not undertones, it's completely black. It's a completely black character. And he did a phenomenal job. Fahadh Faasil is phenomenal. He's outstanding in the film. This was probably the first time that to my memory, that I watched him in a negative role, and I think he did a fabulous job. It was an outstanding job nevertheless. Udhay Stalin also did a good job. Yes, in the face-off scenes, he might seem a little stiff, and that might be due to the fact that he had good actors with him like Fahadh Faasil in the frame, but he still holds his own, I would say. I wouldn't say he was very stiff. He still does a good job and still makes for an impactful watch. So overall, I felt that Maamannan is a raging political thriller with undertones of casteism that is thrown in, and it makes for a powerful watch. It's not one of the best works of Murray Selvaraj, but still in that space, I think it does work as a film. So if you're liking this video, please smash that like button. Let me know your thoughts on the film Maamannan in the comment section. If there are any recommendations, do throw me some. If you'd like to read my full review of Maamannan on my site, Popcorn Reviews with a double S, the link of which is in the description box below, do visit that as well. Subscribe to the channel, press that bell icon, share this video with your friends and family. Any help helps a small creator like me. Also, you can follow me on different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Letterboxd. I do not end up making a video on everything that I watch, but I do write a lot. All information is present on my site, Popcorn Reviews with a double S, and on my social media handles. I'll see you again soon with another video. Till then, thank you so much for your love and support, and take care of yourselves. Cheers.